A little video check, volume check. Got a little kitty chest playing right here. This is how we do it down here in Texas. This is what we listen to. Sometimes when I'm out there fishing, I will rock it out to some AC/DC. This is my video crew member bio for Offshore Glory. Little audio check, I guess, was pretty good. We'll turn down the volume here a little bit. I'm Brian Medeiros. I'm 33 and I was born on January 26, 1975 in Houston, Texas. Been fishing since I was about 5 years old and never looked back since then. Fished anywhere from creeks to canals, ponds, lakes, and the bays. But once I moved offshore, probably when I was about 10 or 11 years old, it was a done deal for me. I remember going out there for the first time with my dad, just catching some monster Texas-sized, oil rig-sized kingfish out there in the Gulf. Out of Texas and Louisiana, we probably got some of the biggest kingfish, hands down, in the world. Kingfishing is awesome. It's excellent. I remember casting out my little livey and about a 40-pound smoker, just nailed it and spooled my reel, and started making some headway on this big kingfish. And I remember getting her to the boat, and it was just a battle, and I was hooked. I had this fish had me, and we were at war with one another. And you know, my goal was just to get this fish to the boat, get the gaff in her, and get her in the ice chest for the day. Ever since that day, you know, if I ain't fishing offshore, I don't want to be fishing. It's just one of those things. If that fish can't pull on me, when I pull on it, I don't want anything to do with it. Right now, I'm a current member of the Southern Kingfish Association, Walmart FLW Kingfish Series, Texas Kingfish Association, Recreational Fishing Alliance, CCA, which is the Texas Star Tournament. I try to be involved in many different organizations as possible to promote fishing and to also preserve fishing here in Texas. Next question is, do you come from a fishing family? Yeah, I do. Both of my grandfathers were avid fishermen, and then my dad and my uncle were avid offshore bill fishing anglers. Back in the 80s, they fished competitively in a lot of the Texas coastal billfish tournaments back then and did well. They won many tournaments in the 80s. And I can remember back in 83, actually, at one particular tournament, which was actually the Tournament of Kings right here, being down at the docks when they got back, had this huge blue marlin in the back of the boat. About to weigh in this fish and had some monster kingfish in the boat too. And I believe in that tournament they won biggest blue marlin, won first, second place for kingfish, one biggest ling, one biggest snapper. They just swept the tournament in the Calcutta and all the side pots. And I can just remember being stoked at the dock to watch this 53-foot Hatteras back in the dock with these monster fish in it, and people were just gathering around to you know, look at these fish in the back of this boat and ask them, you know, about their weekend and where they caught these fish. And from that point forward, I just told myself, you know, one day I'm going to tournament fish, and I'm going to fish the rest of my life because that's what I want to do. Next question is, what is your personality type? How do you work with others? Do you take charge, let someone else pick up the responsibilities? I consider myself to be outgoing, kind of easy, laid back, easy to work with. I do work well with others. I feel that no matter if it be within your marriage, business, or you know, relationships with friends, you have to work well with others to accomplish goals and get things done. I do take charge. I am a leader. If that is my job to be the boss or be the leader, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm not afraid to take that role. If someone else isn't accomplishing their responsibilities, I will step in. I'm the kind of person that will step in and you know, take their job over. You know, if I can get their job done or delegate it and get someone else to do it, and we can still you know, complete our task at hand as a team, then you know, that's what we need to do. There's no reason for a team to fail because one team player doesn't want to be a part. To me, that's just not an excuse for failure. You know, as a team, we'll just pull together, get the job done, move forth, and when we get back to the dock or whatever it may be, then that situation can be handled at that time. Next question: do you take orders well? What do you think about following a program? Do you find a way that works even if it isn't the preferred method? If my job that day is to take orders, I do take orders well, and I do it to the best of my ability. I do believe that you must always follow a program or plan. If you don't have either in place, you're just setting yourself up for failure. We do stick to a preferred method when we are fishing, or if it's business or whatever it may be. If that's the plan for the day or the method for the task set at hand, then that's how we do it as a team. That's the plan for the day, and that's what we stick to. What do you do when you're not fishing? When I'm not fishing or tournament fishing, I spend all my spare time with my wife, daughter, family, and friends. We've got some really good friends, Jess and Kevin, that we take turns cooking dinner at one another's house just to enjoy our company on the weekend. Love to work out, love to play golf. Don't get to do as much of it now. Still try to go surfing as much as possible. Love traveling with friends, seeing new places, and making new opportunities. Family life. On August 5th of 2000, I was married to my high school sweetheart, Kaylee Robertson of Spring, Texas. And then on October 13th of 2004, we were blessed with our beautiful little baby girl, Briley McCall, which has truly been a blessing in our lives ever since then. Choo Choo! This is Choo Choo right here. Choo Choo's knowledge of king fishing down towards Mexico, because this cat's from Mexico, he has all the knowledge. So when we're king fishing tournaments down that way, we take Choo Choo on the boat. Show him what you got, Choo Choo. Because he knows where the kingfish are, he knows where the bait is, and he knows where the tuna fish are. This cat is amazing at locating bait. When he's on the boat, you don't need a chart plotter, you don't need a bottom finder. Just take Choo Choo and he'll get up on the T-top like this, and he'll look around and he'll say, "Rah! Kingfish over there." And that's how we do it when we're down by Mexico. Thank you, Choo Choo. Thank you for that effort there. What is your best fishing story? Well, everybody always, tells the story of the fish that got away. I guess I'll tell the story of the fish that got away. Last summer, I was out on a trip with some guys from Bass Pro Shops, and I was telling them about little blue marlin and sailfish that we had, come up on a wreck at about 25, 30 miles out of Galveston, and it's just very unusual because a lot of your sailfish and bill fishing takes place at about 100 miles out. Where the continental shelf is. These fish just don't move in this shallow. We're about 50 feet of water. It just doesn't happen. So as I'm telling them the story where the fish came up to the boat, and we threw everything we had in the boat out, and we didn't catch them, but it was just a pretty awesome sight to see these fish. They're kind of looking at me like this guy's just full of BS, baloney, whatever. And about that time, one of the gentlemen on the boat was reeling a little small croaker, and about a 400-pound dolphin that had been following us all day just smashed up on the side of the boat, swallowed this croaker, and just smoked this reel. And by the time I could get back there to cut the line, man, the circus was already over. The fish was gone. The people on the boat were just freaking out of what just happened, because dolphins do not usually do that. And I looked at them. I said, well, just add that to the crazy stories for this summer. Just chalk that one up on the list. Next question. What's at stake for you? Do you need the prize money? What will you do with the prize money? Well, for me, I kind of feel that my fishing, reputation's on the line. Like I said, I fish in the SKA, I fish in the FLW, fish local tournaments and everything else, and have a lot of family and friends and guys that I fish with that are going to be watching this show. So, I hope as a team that we can come together and do well in these tournaments. Winning in one of these tournaments is it's going to be a long shot, but it is possible. It would be nice to finish well in these tournaments. As long as we give it our best effort as a team and we give it everything we have, I'll be happy with that. I'll be okay with it. If we were fortunate enough to win some money, I would definitely probably invest it in some business ventures and hope that money would turn into more money. Next question. Why do you want to fish? Well, for me, fishing's, I believe it's my passion in life. I truly love to do it. I love to be around the water, in the salt water, near the salt water. If I'm not fishing, me and the wife and daughter are at the beach surfing or just hanging out on the beach or whatever it may be. For me, salt water is like coffee. I wake up in the morning and just get a whiff of that salt water in the air, and I've got my fix for the day. I'm good to go, and I'm amped, and I'm ready to roll out there and get on top of some big fish. What do you hope to get out of this experience? Well, it'd be nice to meet some really great people, some business contacts, and just make some lifelong relationships that that bring added value to my life. Anytime that you can meet new positive people and bring them into your life, that's always for sure a great thing. Once again, I'm Brian Medeiros from Houston, Texas. This is my video bio for Offshore Glory.